Good morning. My name is Rhino Villarreal, and this is Rhino. Today we're going to be talking to you guys about long snapping. Long snapping is a very important part of the game. Requires a lot of practice, requires a lot of technique work. So we're going to go through 5 different parts of the long snap. Number 1, we're going to talk about the approach to the ball. Number 2, we're going to talk about the sighting in of the ball with your punter. Part 3, we're going to be talking about the grip. Part 4, we'll be talking about the snap and follow through. And then 5, we'll be talking about blocking or releasing downfield. Here we go. Alright, now we're going to be talking about the approach. This is part 1 of the long snapping process. Rhino's going to approach the football. Wait, Rhino. Once you approach the football, from the huddle, you want to make sure that you're about a yard away from the ball. You want to make sure that you're a hand length away. Notice how he's reaching out, his feet are flat, his back is flat, and he's reaching out towards the football. This is how you approach. Okay, now he's going to do it a little bit faster. We're going to go back. After you break the huddle, you want to make sure that you get to the ball quick. All the linemen are going to get lined up on the long snapper's feet. He reaches out. That is a perfect stance right there for the part 1 approaching the football. Notice how he has his feet flat, back flat, and he's ready for the snap. Alright, now we're talking about part 2 of the long snapping process. Part 1 he already did, getting into his stance. Part 2 is sighting in his legs, making sure that everything is straight. So Rhino, go to get into your stance to snap the ball. He reaches out, touches the ball, make sure that that's part 1. Part 2 now is making sure that his legs are completely straight, and those hands are going to go right back to where he's going to be snapping. Wherever he is, wherever the punter is, that's where those legs need to be sighted in. At this time, if you need to, if you're a little bit off, either left or right, you can adjust that foot and make sure that you're ready to go. So now doing it all over again, come back. Part 1 and 2 together. Part 1, he's going to come in and get his stance. He's going to get arm length away from the football. He's flat. Now he's going to sight in his legs and make sure that he's in line to snap that ball exactly where it needs to be. And that is part 1 and 2. Alright, now we're working on part 3. We're working on the grip of the football when you're about to snap. So here we are. Part 1, he comes in, gets his stance. He's about an arm length away. Number 2, he sights it in. Now this is the part of the snap where we work on our grip. Notice how he turns the ball. Okay, we have a safety snap grip. Okay, go to give me another grip. We have our regular long snap grip when the ball's nice and dry. And then we also have our extra point. Just a little bit lower. And we'll go over those snaps in a few minutes, okay? When you have the ball like this, you should be able to pick the ball up and snap it to the head, especially warming up. You should be able to have a nice snap just like that. Okay, on part 4, we're actually on the snap and follow through. Probably the most important part of the entire process, because the follow through is the most important part. Okay, we're going to talk about right here. We're going to go through steps 1 through 4 real quick. First of all, he's going to get set. He's going to get his stance, arm length away from the football. He's going to sight in whoever he's snapping to. Okay, make sure his hands are right. Now he's going to get his grip. I like to make sure before we do any snaps, we're going to put the ball down, we're going to do some phantom snaps. Phantom snaps are very important because they allow you to sight in your hands. Okay, go ahead and give me a phantom snap. Notice how his hands, you can come around this way. Notice how the hands are very important. You do not want to have these fingers roll up because the ball will drift high. If the hand is coming out too low, the ball will stay low. They need to be straight ahead and straight at your target. So now we're going to get a snap in. Here we go. Got a long snap. Ready. Now we're going to get an extra point snap. Same thing. Snap and follow through. You can come around in the front. snap and follow through. And that is step 4. Here we are at the end of our progression. This is progression number 5 of the long snapping. We're going to work on our blocking. Very, very important part of the snap, whether it's a short or a long. You need to make sure you block when you're done. Rhino's going to set up real quick, and we're going to go through a phantom snap before we do a regular one. You're going to snap that ball and set up nice and low for an extra point. Right there. Notice how he's in this position. You're going to have all kinds of guys coming over the top. He's in a position to maybe block somebody. You got to stay that low when you're in the position, okay? Here we go. Now he's going to snap the ball back with a block. Go through all 4 steps. He's good. Got the grip. Ready. With the block and the good snap. And here we are. This is the final part. This is part 5 of the snapping progression, part 2. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to talk about the blocking with the long snapping. Okay, it's very, very important. There's 2 types. The first part is the snap with a shuffle back for any kind of penetration. And the second part, the one we use, is the snap and release. Now, the great thing about being a long snapper is they can't touch you for the first 2 seconds. They can actually hit you. But when you release, you're going to encounter some kind of a linebacker or somebody kind of redirect you as you go down the field. Most important part is once you snap, take off as fast as you can. If they redirect you somewhere out into the field, make sure you get back onto your lane and get down the field to make that big play as you get down the field. Okay, so that's very, very important. Now Rhino's going to go over all 5 parts of the long snap progression. Okay, again, part 1, your approach. Okay, get a nice stance. Okay, make sure part 2, you're going to make sure you sight in your long snapper. Part 3, make sure you get a great grip. Okay. Part 4 will be the snap and follow through, and then part 5 will be the release. Ready. All right. That is our phantom. Now Rhino's going to actually do all of it together. Part 1. Part 2, part 3, ready, and part 4, the takeoff and release. Thank you very much for being a part of the long snapping progression video that we have for you today. Tune in to more videos for blocking and long snapping. Thank you very much.